We're now joined by Del Brown, who is the freelance live director, vision mixer.
I know, it's such a mouthful.
Such a fun one for LinkedIn. I love that. It takes up the whole thing.
Really good.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, my job is that I'm a live director vision mixer. So this program is at the moment being directed live, vision mixed, and my job is to do both roles at the same time. But the good thing about today's show is that the people that are behind the scenes executing the show are students of mine. So I get the pleasure of coming back and working with the second years and the third years, and most of the faces of the technical crew that we've got behind us on the cameras, I work with, training them in all the disciplines, technical operations, so camera skills, sound, all the main disciplines, and they're executing this show that we're watching now.
So it's all down to you.
Well, I don't know about it's all down to me.
Take a bow.
We'll come on to the fact that obviously you are a freelance lecturer. I know you lecture here and other universities.
Yeah.
But before we do, let's talk about the fact that you were a student here.
Yes. So I was a student at Ravensbourne and the old site of Chislehurst. So I was here 1996 to 1998. Jeremy Barr, who you're going to meet shortly, was one of my lecturers. So yeah, I studied an HND in professional broadcasting, and I knew exactly what I was going to do when I came to Ravensbourne. I was going to be a floor manager. And I spent all the time I was here being a floor manager. And what's the one job I've never done in my career?
A floor manager.
Exactly, yeah. So I'm part of this institution. I was a student there. In 2006, I was invited to go back to Ravensbourne to teach vision mixing to some of the students, some of which who I work with in the industry now, which is amazing. They come up to me and go, "You taught me, you were my teacher." I was like, "Really?"
What?
And now I'm back in the new site here at Greenwich Peninsula, doing it all again. It's amazing.
Absolutely. And you have your own production company now as well.
Yeah.
And you're working with a lot of the students here, which must be really, really nice as well, and giving them opportunities.
Well, the great thing, the VT we've just watched, the banger racing, so that came from 3 students that are now working for my production company. So they were students of mine. They've gone and made that excellent program. I was just speaking to them backstage, apparently on a really low budget. They sourced all of the equipment. They came up with the program idea. They've made a really high quality program. And the beautiful thing is that I'm now able to employ them through my production company, and they're working in the industry. It's amazing. It's all going full circle.
Amazing. And how do you decide, like, what stands out to you in a student that makes you think, I actually want to work with this person or hire them?
The passion. So the students that are really passionate about working in TV, because I knew at 14 years old that I wanted to work in TV. I went to the BBC and watched a programme being made, and I spent the whole time watching the floor manager going, that's what I want to do. So the students that I work with that are genuinely excited, and they come up to me and they're always asking questions, they're always interested, because they literally breathe, sleep, eat working in TV, and that's why they come to Ravensbourne, because that's what it's always been known as, the place to come if you want to work in TV. So those are the ones that stand out because they've got the passion.
And you can't teach passion. Passion's something that you have within you, and it just comes out naturally.
You're completely right. It's the ones that have got it naturally.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's what we have in abundance at Ravensbourne, because they know that this is the place to come to, and that's what we attract.
Absolutely. And what do you think to this whole channel? What's your views on this lovely channel?
This is so exciting. This has been in all of our minds for a little while, and it's so great that now we've got Kerry and Richard that have brought it to the forum. We have got a broadcasts platform. What is it? On the website. They're going to be on Facebook, and they're on YouTube. This is the start of things to come. We can put students' work on that channel. Where it goes, who knows?
Do you think it will make it easier for students to find jobs then after they leave as an employer, when they look at it and think, wow, they've run the channel, they've done this?
Well, exactly. I mean, as we look around in the studio, we've got a jib moving over there. We've got all of these cameras on the pit. They're working in a real environment. This is a live broadcast. So if they now leave and they go into the industry, they're going to know exactly how this format worked. So where better can you get this accessibility to this type of kit? This is really quite unique.
Yeah, and how do you feel like TV's changed? Obviously, it's very digital now, and online social media has changed the way we look at everything. So how do you feel about the change in TV?
It's excellent for the new generation because there's lots of platforms for it. I mean, my company works a lot for YouTube, which didn't even exist when I was a student here at Ravensbourne. Like some of my colleagues that I've spoken to already, there was 4 channels when I was a student here. Then it went to 5, then Sky launched. So the fact that there is online media, it's great because it opens up a lot of avenues that our students can go straight into when they graduate.
And what advice would you give to those students that do want to graduate and get into the industry straight away? What do they really need to work on, and what do they need to do?
Well, my little famous line is, you're only as good as your last job. So when I speak to my students, I'm like, make sure that you're in the moment, you're taking note, you're attentive, do the best you possibly can, always smile, always be interested, because that counts for a lot of things. So that's just a little tip that I give to some of my students.
So for a student like starting out and thinking, I really want to start making my own stuff, where is the best place to start?
So I think YouTube, having your own YouTube platform,
Yeah.
I think that's a great place because it's something that they can do free of charge. They can upload their own content. They can promote it via their Facebook pages, and we know that the generation we're talking to are on all these social media platforms. Instagram's another good one because they can do Instagram live videos, Facebook live videos. So probably there's the best place to start.
Absolutely. And is it good to have a niche? Because I always, like, me starting out in this industry, I always got told to niche myself first.
That's interesting. Well, yeah, I mean, some students come in and they want to work in a specific part of TV. Some have got a passion, they want to work in documentaries or filmmaking. And when they meet me, I suddenly entertain them with this whole world of live and how we do it in the live environment. So, yeah, there's lots of different areas, and there's always a place in the industry for all the different personalities.
Absolutely, I love that.
And whilst we're taking a trip down memory lane, let's have a look back at what has gone before.